It's been much requested that I show the Codex components side by side so that you can get an idea of how the printed material will look when integrated into the game. And considering I just got a package from Make Playing Cards containing Codex II, I figured now would be the ideal time to show that off. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to show Codex I material first, because I already have it all open and I've got it all laid out and ready to show off. And then I'll open up that box, that envelope on camera, and hopefully show you guys some pretty cool playing cards that you can get from Codex II. Alright, so let's start with the action cards. I've got one from each of the three I've got one from the base game, one from the Prophecy of Kings box, and then one from the Codex. So this is base game. Let's see, there we go. And then I'm going to put it right side by side with Prophecy of Kings. You'll see that there's not much of a difference. You might see a slight color difference along the top here, but honestly, I mean, you have to be looking for it to even notice it, really. And then we've got the Codex card right there. Again, slight color difference. I think it kind of matches more the Prophecy of Kings than it does the base game. The base game just slightly brighter. And then it's also a slightly smaller card. So if they're sleeved, you won't notice a difference at all. If you're playing by just shuffling them together, it will be slightly smaller. I have absolutely no way of... I haven't found a place that will cut exactly correct sizes. No matter what, there's always going to be some variation. Mine came out slightly smaller. Some people's come out slightly larger. You might get lucky and get it exact, but just because of the way that the playing cards are cut, I don't think that there's really a way to, get them to match up perfectly. So if you look, it's a slightly smaller card. You can kind of see the edges right there. As for the backs, you'll notice, so this is the base box. This is Prophecy of Kings. There is a slight color difference. I'd say that Prophecy of Kings is slightly darker, but unless you're really looking for it, I don't think that you can really tell. And then Codex, again, matches more the Prophecy of Kings box, but again, it's, I think, darkest of the three. That's something you're going to notice with all the Codex stuff, is it comes out slightly darker, but it's, again, not super noticeable. You've got to really be looking for the differences in order to see them, except for when it comes to the size. So that's the action cards compared. So I hope that there we go. I hope that really helps you guys see what you're going to be getting when you print up the Codex. Now let's look at some of the other material that comes with Codex I. We've got the L1 Omega Promissory Note. So this one here is the base box original, and then here is the Codex Promissory Note. The printing is probably slightly crisper on the original material, and probably a little bit darker as well on this one. The blue kind of looks faded out, but... And then the back, I can really see a difference on the back here. It's just a crisper print. I figure that Fantasy Flight's just got phenomenal card printing services, and then we're kind of making do by printing this stuff through a third party. So it's not going to be as nice and crisp. You're going to definitely see a lower quality, but it's really up to you on that, if it's worth it to you. Again, I sleeve all of these, so I don't notice any difference really, because the sleeves really, it's almost like an optical illusion. Like you don't even really notice the issues because of the sleeves. So I find it fine, but if you take issue with that slight drop in quality, honestly, I'm not really sure I have a solution for you. But I'll show you the other ones, going quicker now. So here's Winu. Again, same sort of issues. It's definitely a slightly smaller card, and again, you might get a slightly larger card. I've heard all sorts of things, because the sizing is not exact, but the printing is very much... what's the word? The printing is different between the two. Like, there's a lower quality here, and I really think that that's the only real complaint that I have with the Codex 1 material. I haven't even seen the Codex 2 material yet, but the Codex 1 material, I do think the printing is slightly lower quality, but I figure it's just because Fantasy Flight has a real board game company, like a board game manufacturing company they're working with, whereas Make Playing Cards is, again, just a third-party card printing service. So there's that. And then finally, let's look at the Barony one. There's no errors. Like, the quality feels totally fine. I mean, when it comes to the cardstock, the Fantasy Flight is slightly thicker, but besides that, I don't have any issues with quality. There's no smears in the printing or anything like that. Nothing that makes me go, oh, well, that's just awful. But again, I mean, you are definitely, it's not going to match exactly, and that is unfortunate. I figure at some point, all of the codexes will probably end up being compiled and sold by Fantasy Flight in maybe a micro expansion or something like that. But until that happens, I mean, we're just kind of out of luck, and this is the best option we have for those who play physically. I mean, on TTS, come on, it's TTS. If you play TTS, you know what it's like. All right, so that was the promissory notes and the action cards. Let's grab some of the tech and show that off. So let's do Wormhole Generator first. The tech, I think, matches actually, I think the action cards are probably the best, but the tech matches really well. This one here is from the Codex. This one on the left is the actual base game. The only real difference is, again, card size is slightly different. So if you look here, you can, I can't get it lined up very well. There we go. You can kind of see the edge. But besides that, I think that the color is slightly different. But beyond that, I mean, they're almost identical cards. The lighting's kind of weird. I mean, I think that the blue on Ghosts here is kind of washed out compared to there, but that's about it. Same sort of thing happens on the Magnus Reactor with the Muat. Again, you can kind of see the color is a bit darker and the card is slightly smaller. Again, I need to hold these better so that you guys can actually see. It's not that much smaller. And again, once you sleeve them, if you sleeve, it's impossible to tell. And then, come on. There we go. And then we've got Yin Spinner. And there we go. Oh, right, the backs. The backs of the cards. Come on, focus. There we go. Slightly washed out on the Codex. And again, same thing with the promissory notes. It looks like a slightly lower quality print, but you're definitely... Let me see if I can get it really close. So that's kind of the difference in the print. It definitely washes out on the Codex. But, so that's the back of Yin Spinner. Here, let me go fast. Here's Wormhole Generator again. And then here is Magnus Reactor. So you'll kind of see the linen finish on this. The linen finish is also on this, but it's a slightly different finish, which is, I think that's partly why the quality is different, because of the different finishes on the cards. But for Make Playing Cards, this is the linen finish that they offer. So then we've got the two April 1st Omegas that Dane posted before the Codex was even out. Whoops. Man, this becomes impossible to get off this table. All right. X89. So we've got the Omega on the bottom and the original on the top. These are integrated into all of my tech decks, and I honestly can barely tell a difference. I think Majin is the one that I really can tell on. But you've got the same sort of thing because of the different finishes on the cards. You've got a bit of a different print effect, but then you've also got slightly different coloring on them. And I don't think that that's the files. I think that that's actually just the ink that's used or the printing. Because it's been, I mean, the files look exactly like the cards, so I would assume that it's not the files. All right, we've got Mage and Defense Grid then. And Similar thing. Honestly, these are actually really close. I mean, I know that this one, because it's got the Omega, but I can't even really tell, honestly. And then you've got the size issue always. But again, the size is inconsistent. It's not that you're always going to get it too small. You might get it slightly bigger. No matter what, it'll end up fitting in the sleeves, because the sleeves have a little bit of extra space regardless. But, wait, oh, I mixed. There we go. This is Codex. This is original. So yeah. So that's all of the Codex 1 material. I did not print the two Necrovirus. I did not print the two Necrovirus techs, but oh, that's my address. Okay. We're gonna open this off camera. 1 second. All right. On to Codex 2. If the last section ended abruptly, it's because my address was on the package and I accidentally threw the package in front of the camera. So that's my bad. Let's go ahead and open up the smaller cards first, the Alliance reference cards. Let's just go ahead and cut that. There we go. All right. And then get these opened up. I'm going to go through these relatively quickly because there's a whole lot of them. I did order some extra action cards that I had forgotten to print with the last codex, so that's what those were. But let's go ahead and look at these. We've got the Arborec Alliance with this nice pretty Arborec back. Honestly, I'm very happy with these so far from what I'm seeing. High quality prints right there. Nice. Got the Argent. Good Argent back. Nice and clean print. Nice. Oops. The Volwraith. With that. Alright. Whoops. Another Volwraith. Again, I printed 2 copies of each Alliance Promissory Note so that the Mahawk player has access to one as well as any player's ally. So when the Mahawk goes and steals a commander ability, they get a reference card. Krius one. I love the Krius art. Like, I know that it's Dane's favorite, and it's for good reason. It's because the Krius look really cool. The TI3 Krius art is better, though, in my opinion. And I really wish we had some high-quality files of it, because I love that art. It is so good. Oh, here, actually, I'm gonna, okay. Look at this art. Hold on. There, I'll edit it in. There we go. Look at that art. It's so cool. All right. Let's hope I remember to edit that in and everything. All right. So far, these are all looking very, very good. All right, I need to be going faster. What am I doing? Jolnar. Also love this art on the Jolnar. I like it better in blue like it is on the TI3 faction sheet, but hey. L1. Nice. Nice. All right. These are looking very, very good. I am very happy with these. I honestly think these turned out better than Codex 1. And I am quite a big fan of Codex 1. So, let's just keep going through. Best friends forever. I kinda... No, that doesn't make any sense. Never mind. I was gonna make a silly comment about how the Mintak Alliance... Oh, I should be showing the backs of these. The Mintak Alliance should work, but... I'm a fool. The Nazroka Alliance? I'm with you, Dane. I don't know how you should have labeled this card, but I think that this works. Really nice. Nazroka Alliance. Alliance. How many alliances do we need? The Necro. I like the new Necro art. Although I don't really like the hero, gonna be perfectly honest. I just really like this piece, I guess. Because the hero is one of the 2 pieces of new stuff. I'm not even actually sure if it's new. It might be from TI3, and I never played TI3. I'd like to try it one day, but I don't know. Everybody says that TI4 is better. Whoops, Necro. Okay, I guess not everybody. Now people are going to be in the comments going, no, TI3 was so much better. Look, I'm not here to start a fight. I'm just saying the thing that I've heard is that TI4 is better. It's just cleaner and simpler, but it also has, you know, less to it because of that. But I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a shot one day. Just a lot to invest in. Honestly, I'm thinking about buying Rex right now, and it's on eBay for like $120, and that's irritating because I already own Dune. Whoops. Butterfingers. There we are. I really like the backs of these cards. What was I talking? Oh, right, the Rex. Maybe I should have done this on a stream instead of making a video. But then you would have just uploaded the stream, so that doesn't make any sense. Okay. Well. Alright. Unpopular opinion, maybe, but I think the Sardak Noir art it's better on the faction sheet. I don't really like this. I mean, it's fine, you know, it's whatever. I'm pretty sure it's from TI3, but meh. This one's good. I like having soul art, and I'm also a fan that it's got a larger, like it's part of that larger piece of art that already exists. Not even sure where that is now that I'm thinking about it. But I've definitely used it in videos. And I quite like having... Basically, if there's a high-resolution digital version of the art, I am more inclined to like it, because I can use it in videos. Like, this boy, he needs to have some digital art. I'm just saying. Come on, Dane. Post the Titans digital art. I mean, honestly, just post all of it. I'm sure there's intellectual property, something or another, that it can't be posted, or I don't know how it works. But, hey, the more art we have, the better the videos become. Man, there is a lot of alliances. I guess I did post 2 of each. The best alliance in the game? Question mark? Honestly, I think it might be Nomad, but the Winnu Alliance is just phenomenal. Like, give this to Soul. Oh my gosh. Soul on Mechatol, getting +2 on its unit's combat rolls. You better have X89 at that point. Quinage's List. I don't actually know what that's a reference to. I should figure that out. Whoops. Whatever. Ah, yes. A green technology prerequisite you will never use. Which is sad. I mean, it's very thematic. Use the Indoctrinate. It makes sense that that would be the Yin's ability. I mean, the Yin's unlock for the Alliance, but... And they'd like a green tech skip, they really would, but it's almost impossible to do that early. Yusarl. Nice. And then the best faction in the game, my favorite, well, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's definitely one of my favorites, Mahawked. I'm not a fan of the Mahawked icon, though. What's my favorite icon? That's a good question. I'm just asking myself questions because right now I'm literally just going through a deck of cards for you guys. So I don't really have much to offer. I mean, it's really a visual medium. So, but honestly, so far the printing has been really nice. And I can check the size, can't I? Let me check the size on one of the original cards. Hold on. Oh my gosh, it's impossible to lift them off this table. All right. Yeah, again, kind of small. Slightly smaller than the cards in the game. But they'll fit... Oh, actually, am I just holding it wrong? Oh, man. No, I think it is slightly too small. See? There's an edge there. But, hey, I mean, the cards are high quality. Whoops. Oh, here we go. Okay. And then we've got Relics. The new Relics. This is definitely what I'm most excited about. I think everybody kind of is. The Lost Titan prototype. This is the one that I want more than almost anything. I was playing a game on... When was that? I think it was on Saturday? Might have been Friday. And, oops. And there was a structure objective, and I was playing as L1, and I was on the back ropes because we were playing on one of the Codex maps, Magi Madness. I was on my back foot, I was not in a good slice, and I had an extra player who kept threatening me with the flagship. And so I went a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely should have just focused on scoring objectives, but instead I went after extra. That's definitely not what you're supposed to do. But I did, and so having the Titan to have allowed me to simply produce structures, because I couldn't follow construction at all. I was way too busy attacking extra. I've got Nano Forge. This is the one I'm least excited about, but +2/+2, wow, that is good. That is so nice. It's too bad it's non-home. Can you imagine attaching a +2/+2 to a home system? Or Mechatol. Oh, you can put this on Mechatol. Never mind, you can make Mechatol into a legendary planet. Alright, and then Dynamis Core. I mean, it's between the Titan and the Dynamis Core. I want to play Hakan and get Dynamis Core, obviously. Or Nomad and get... whatever. But these are the two that I'm most excited for. These look really good. I should have grabbed some of the other relics to show off. Are they in easy reach? Hold on, let me... I've got the box right next to me, so... There's objectives. Here we go. Okay. Oh, wrong bag. Okay, hold on. Hold your horses. Alright, got Prophet's Tears. Can you tell that this is a really professional outfit that we have here at Batteries Not Required? I can. Alright, so... Oh wow, those are almost exactly the same size. Like, it looks more than it is on... Like, it looks worse on camera than it actually is. That is almost exactly... Oops. That's almost exactly the same size. And then let's look at the backs. So this is Codex. Here, let's do this. This is Codex, and this is base game. Well, Prophecy of Kings. So, oh my gosh, I just can't hold these. And then there's a slightly different coloration, I think. It looks worse on camera, but this looks slightly darker. So you might be able to tell. Let's see. Alright, here's a test. I'm going to shuffle these two together. Alright, which one is this? Which one is it? Yeah, it's Prophet's Tears. Honestly, I think the size on the back of the card was giving away because it was like kind of... Actually, no, that... Okay, no, we're good. So yeah, I think they're almost indistinguishable, honestly. But I mean, it's up to you if you want to print them, obviously, because hey, you've got to do it. But I think that they look very solid. So that's all of the small cards from Codex 2. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a long video. All right, let's rush through this. I will put time codes in the description because people might just want to see certain things. Okay. Come on. But maybe somebody just likes to sit here and hear me ramble about the cards for a board game. This is a very odd hobby. Anybody realize that? Just me? I love the backs of these cards. Absolutely love them. Looks sharp, clean. This is how I'm going to be drafting factions from here on out. There's no more of them messing with my faction sheets because they're already getting dinged corners and everything. Alright, we've got the Arborak. Wow, this is... There we go, okay. Arborak. Argent Flight. The text... Okay, the text looks kind of blurry on camera, but in person, it's quite clear. I'm not... I guess it doesn't look that blurry on camera. Yeah. Okay, well, just take my word for it. It's pretty clear in person. I don't know if it's blurry on camera, if that's just my eyes playing tricks on me. It's the Argent, Barony of Letnev. Let's see if the... Fullwraith Cabal. Embers of Muat. The Embers have become such a good faction. I mean, as I'm going through this, maybe I'll... Okay, yeah, so the Starforged thing, that's obscene. That game I was talking about while I was playing L1, getting attacked by extra, there was an Embers player, and he's the best player. He's at like a 50% win rate. We've played 28 games, I think, in total, and he's got like a 50% win rate. No, it's 30. It's 30%. 1 in 3 times. He used to have 50%, but it's since gone down since we kind of stopped giving him any breaks. And he was playing his Embers, and let me tell you, he had 4 mechs stacked on a War Sun doing Starforge constantly, and wow, the output that he was able to generate. I hope you don't, I'm not going to just show the backs of each of these, they're all the same back. But there they are, them a hawked. Telling ya, favorite faction. Maybe not to play, but my favorite in-lore faction for sure. And nothing even really comes close. Maybe the Lazaks. Oh, I know what I can talk about as I do this. Okay, so I'm currently working on a couple of different projects for the channel. I'm going through all of the different factions, doing Factions Explained. Those should be posted every Saturday for the next couple of months. That's the plan. Don't hold me to that. I've got other things on my plate as well, but hopefully I get one a week. And the next one's going to be Arborek. I was going to do them in the order that they were released, but the thing about that is, it turns out I've never even mentioned Arborek on this channel before. Somebody in the comments told me about that. So thank you so much for bringing that to my attention, because I'm kind of blown away that I forgot about, well, I didn't forget about them, they just never came up, I guess. And that's not allowed. I've got to definitely mention the Arborek, because, I mean, they have the world-famous Arborek casinos after all. So I'm definitely going to... Light of Jord, I never looked at that. Sorry, Jord. Light of Jord. I'm definitely going to do a Factions Explained video on Arborek. That should be out this Saturday. And then after that, besides that, I suppose, I'm also wanting to do a Scythe lore series, because I really... The board game Scythe is what got me into board gaming. So I really want to do a lore series on that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. And then I also have seen, I think, like 1 or 2 people have asked me to do part 2 on Root. And it was never really my intention to do a part 2 on Root, because there isn't much lore to Root anyways. But, I mean, if there's interest, I will definitely do a part 2 of Root, because there's a lot of art for that, and so it's really easy to make those videos. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm going to do Root, Scythe, Factions Explained, and then just some random stuff as well. And so if there's anything you guys want to see, by all means, put it down in the comments below. I hope that this helped. I hope that you get to see all of the different... Here, let's put them all. This is all the Codex material that I've got printed. It's a lot. Wow. I've never actually... Wow. All right. Well, I've got to go sort this back into my game and sleeve all of it. But I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day.